Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost. Peekaboo. I see you 3D because I'm YouTube. Boost. Famous now. Available in 1985. The album Dad AF. Only from K-Tel. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey. Do you remember that video back in the day? Yes, Mickey. Yes, Mickey, you're so fine. Do you remember that song? Oh my God, by Tony Basil. Was it Tony Basil or Tony Basil? I don't know. But that was when MTV actually showed music videos. They were called music television, MTV. They actually showed music videos. They didn't just show horrible reality television like they do now. But anyway, back in the day, I loved it so much, and I loved that video. Do you remember that video? My mom, she would like drive around, and I would have my tennis racket in the car, and I would like, you know, use the the handle end of it, whatever you call it, and I would act like it was a microphone. I would go, oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. That's what you do when you don't have any friends. You know what I mean? Last night, I was driving around, and I was listening to that Love channel on Sirius XM. Do you know what I'm talking about? Not Delilah, but I did used to listen to Delilah back in the day. But not Delilah. This was the Love channel, okay? And they play all kinds of love songs over there. Oh my God, I love it so much. Anyway, but they were playing, I had not heard this song, I swear, in like 20 plus years. And it was that Linda Ronstadt song. It's like, somewhere out there. And I was like, oh, I love that song so much. What is that movie that it was from? And then I remembered it was that movie, An American Tail. Do you remember about the mouse and everything? So sad. It was such a sadly movie. But not as sad as The Rats of Nim. Did you ever watch that? Oh my God, I love that movie, The Rats of Nim. We read it in elementary school, and then we got to watch the movie, and I was real excited. And still to this day, it's one of my favorite movies. Mrs. Frisbee. Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim. How did I remember that? Anyway, I digress. So, did you love this song? Oh, Mickey, you're so fun. Is that what I was going to talk about? No, I was going to talk about Manny MUA. Okay, let's talk about Manny MUA. Well, first of all, most importantly, Manny MUA has new Celine lip glosses. Not this one. I don't think that's his old component. New Celine lip glosses over on Lunar Beauty. They restocked it today. I have been tagged about 1,000 times. No, not, I don't know, 50 times. It means the world to me that people are like, Peter, did you see the Celine lip gloss? Now listen, I don't have to order anymore, and I'm going to tell you why. Because so many people have sent me Celine lip gloss that I have like 10 of them sitting right over there in the kitchen drawer, okay? And I don't know who sent me the last one, but it just ran out. So Allison sent me this one, and I just want to say, Allison, oh my God. I already showed it on my vlog, but I'm so thankful for this. Thank you so much for the lip gloss, because you know I need my lip gloss because I've got lots to say. And one of the other things I'd like to say, just to keep you all updated, okay, on the love relationships of Manny MUA, is I talked the other day about how Manny MUA and Oscar Wilde, you know, that they were kind of like internet flirting with each other a little bit. So then Oscar posted last night on the Twitter, don't call him sick with the tweets, he tweeted out, he said, should I ask Manny MUA out on a date? And I retweeted it. I was like, duh, girl, listen, matchmaker, make me a match. I'm ready to be done with all this, okay? Could y'all just, I don't know, fall in love and be DJ makeup artists of the world or something like that? Okay, I don't know, but I will say that will be an interesting match if that ever just takes off and gains some flight. So anyway, we'll see what happens with all of that. So congratulations on all of that, and I think my job here is done. So anyway, that was all of that with, I don't even know what to say. What would we call them if they got together? Oscar and Manny. Mosker. Okay, we're going to call him Mosker. Everybody hashtag Mosker. Okay, or Manner? No, that doesn't work. Mosker is much better, don't you think? Anyway, so, okay, let's get into today's video. First of all, I want to give a few birthday shout-outs. The first one I want to say is a very, very special one, and this is to Gilda, who tweeted me and told me that she will be turning 71 on Sunday the 21st. Happy birthday, Gilda. That is amazing. I hope you have the most amazing birthday in the entire world. And the second one is April, who turned 45 today. Happy birthday, April. I hope you're having a blast today. So, happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. I hope you both have the best birthday in the entire world. Now, let's get into the drama. All the drama that there is to have today. We're going to talk about James Charles. We're going to talk a little bit more about James Charles. And then we're going to talk about Patrick Starr and this apology that he came out with. You know, it just feels like it wasn't too long ago that I was saying that Patrick Starr is like not problematic and stays out of all this stuff. But you know what's really kind of sad is when you're on the level of like YouTuber fame like Patrick Starr and you come out and you get into trouble and it doesn't even really make you any more interesting. Okay, probably because you've been hanging out with Nikita Dragun. I'm just saying. Nikita Dragun to me is like the most... You know how Jeffree Star is the most bothered person? Like, if I were going to give out those YouTuber awards, which, I mean, I'll never win one, okay? It doesn't matter. I vlog every night for an hour. I have for 5 years, okay? You think I'm going to ever get Vlogger of the Year next to Rylan Adams? Doubtful, okay? They're like, who? Peter who? We don't know her. I'm like, I don't really care, okay? I do it for the love of it, okay? But if I were going to give out some awards on the YouTube, instead of giving out like Influencer of the Year and Beauty Guru, how does Nikita Dragun keep on winning these awards? My God, she posts about one video every 6 months. So anyway, if I was going to be giving these awards out, I would give like Nikita Dragun, well, Jeffree Star, I'd give them award for being the most bothered person on social media, because he is just blocking people left and right. You know, he probably has what do you call it, like one of those recliner chairs. You know, he probably went to Lazy Boy and he said, now, Louis Vuitton made me my own custom-made trunk. So can you make me my own custom-made Lazy Boy? This is how I want it to be. I want it to be all in pink leather, and then I want a huge block button right here that I can just sit, and I can just have my Twitter up on a TV screen that will be built into the Lazy Boy, and then I can just block, and then I don't even have to get out of my Lazy Boy. Can you even imagine? Anyway, Jeffree Star would definitely win the award for most bothered person on social media. Nikita Dragun would win the award for most boring, trying to be a badass person on the YouTubes. Okay, she's so boring. Oh my God. I'm like, girl, you literally have offended everybody at this point, so there's not really anybody else that you can offend or anything that you can do that's not really that edgy, okay? So anyway, that's how I feel about Nikita Dragun. But Patrick Starr, you know, now he's associated with Nikita Dragun and came out and was, you know, had a few drinks, and so we're gonna talk about that in just a second, and he's gonna apologize for something. I think you'll be surprised what he's apologizing for. But first, let's talk about James Charles and this bald cap, okay? It's so boring. It's so boring. It is, okay? So first, James Charles, this is important. He made a video called Making a Cake Without a Recipe, and then he put disaster. Disaster. So in case you don't know how you should feel watching the video, he tells you, okay? Disaster. I wonder where he came up with that video. Then he did a video, and it was called 24 Hours Being Pregnant, okay? Shocked. No, he didn't say that, but he should have. Shocked. Okay? I wonder where he came up with that video idea. Now he's doing a video called 24 Hours Being Bald or something like that, right? So he was posting all these pictures of himself in this bald cap. Now, apparently, because he comes out in a video clip of which I'm going to show you in just a second, he says in there that he, by accident, okay, in Lake Tahoe, where he's there with his good GDs, I know, it's got to be a hard life, right? He's there with his good GDs, skiing and having all kinds of fun doing line dancing and things like that. Just see his Instagram story. But anyway, so he said that he by accident exposed his prank and showed a picture of himself without his bald cap on. Because he had pre-filmed or pre-taken all these pictures that he was going to post on his Instagram. But that he was happy that it came out anyway because he really did want to show what was going on, right? I ain't buying it, okay? James Charles is somebody that don't make accidents like that. I'm just going to tell you, okay? And James Charles is somebody, this is important, that is very consumed with the numbers and the views and all that kind of stuff. Anytime that he has a picture that doesn't hit the analytics mark because he watches all of that stuff like this. I can't even, to be honest with you, I can't even tell you the last time that I went into my analytics on any of my 6 channels, okay? Or my Instagram, I don't even know. But he goes in there all the time, and if a picture of his doesn't hit a certain mark, he starts screaming and yelling at the people at Instagram, and they better get their lives straight and all this kind of stuff, because basically he's the prince of social media. So, and then, you know, it is what it is. So I think the reason why he did this was because he's wanting to bring a lot of attention to this video that he's going to do, right? Number one. Number two is, I think he did want to post stories with his friends, and he's like, if I keep up this charade of having a bald cap on, then I can't post videos with me and my friends in Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Which one would I rather do? Well, everybody knows at this point, he plays it off in this video clip, like everybody still thinks that he's really bald, and I'm like, girl, seriously? Like, within an hour of you posting the very first picture, everybody had already clocked it for a bald cap. So what are you talking about? Anyway, let me, here, I will show you the video clip. Just like on Nancy Grace. Elizabeth? Roll video.
So I posted a selfie on my story earlier today, and now that I'm looking back at it, realized that I accidentally showed my full head of hair.
Oh, you're not bald anymore.
I'm not bald anymore.
Oh, it's a prank.
Surprise! My hair grew back so fast, everybody. I ruined my own prank. Like, I exposed myself. Of course. This is so stupid. I'm so mad. I thought that my beanie was all the way down and that my goggles were covering it and you couldn't see it, but alas, I have a full head of hair. I'm also sad too because today's video was supposed to be the going bald for a day video, and it turned out so good, but our amazing editors actually stuck in a Texas snowstorm with no power right now, so we cannot get the video up, which really sucks. But obviously, you know, things happen. The video will still be Friday, and I really hope that you guys will still check it out. It is so funny, and it's a really good video, even though I ruined my own prank. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. More positive note though, all of like the stories and videos that I was posting were all pre-recorded, obviously from the day that I was bald. You guys, when I tell you that we went all in for this prank, I am not kidding. You guys will see it in the video, but I officially ran out of bald saved things to post to keep up this storyline that I was still bald. So I was literally getting so much anxiety and freaking out, not being able to talk to you guys and show my face and post stories and stuff. So even though I guess the prank is now over with, I am glad to be back and be able to update you guys. I'm currently in the beautiful Lake Tahoe, California, skiing with a bunch of my best friends. We got a amazing house up here, just very much little needed, safe vacation, and it has been amazing. I cannot wait to share with you guys the vlog and the photos. It's really going to be and they're not bald.
So here he is talking about, you know, this big mistake that he made and all this kind of stuff. I'm not buying it. I'm not. In my alleged conspiracy speculation of the world, I think that it is just him trying to feed more traffic to this video, which he is supposedly posting today. It's 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. I don't think he's posted the video yet. So, nope, he hasn't posted it yet. Now, I don't know what time he posts his videos. Maybe 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so it'll be up in a half an hour. So by the time you're watching this video, he may have posted it. Like I always say, I will reserve judgment until I watch the video of him being bald for 24 hours or whatever. It seems like a lot of work for this video that he's going to do. And, you know, it's interesting because a lot of people are speculating that he is, how should I say this, borrowing these ideas from the Try Guys. And it's really interesting. So if you don't know who the Try Guys are, let me go in and look for you really quick. Get out of this. The Try Guys are, I just looked them up here a second ago. The Try Guys are several guys that are, in this group together, and they do all these kinds of videos. They have 7.52 million subscribers. You guys, they get a lot of views on their videos, okay? So anyway, I went in there and I looked, and they did a video like a year ago, the Try Guys Go Bald, 16 million views, all right? So I had already looked up previously because somebody told me that they had done like a pregnancy video, and they're like, oh, the Try Guys did that, like James is like copying their ideas, supposedly. So I went in and I looked, you know, before when I talked about it in a video, and sure enough, the Try Guys had done this video where they were pregnant for 24 hours or whatever. So I went in there and I looked back at James' last video, which is the one about making a cake without a recipe. Disaster. Anyway, I put into YouTube the Try Guys making a cake. And before I even finished the word cake, it pulled up on there on the search, you know, without a recipe. And I thought to myself, are you kidding me? Now, let me just show you, okay, because I think that this is important. Hold on a second. Try Guys, I should have just screenshot it, making a cake without a recipe. Here you go. That video got 11 million views, okay? And that was from 1 year ago. Oh wait, they did it twice. Or is it the same video? I'm confused. They did it twice? Okay, one is Try Guys Bake Cake Without a Recipe. I'm so confused. Is this the same video? And then they did the Try Guys Bake Pizza Without a Recipe, 5.2 million views. Cheesecake Without a Recipe, 4.7 million views. I mean, they've done a lot of these, right? So at this point, I'm like, you know, is James Charles going in and looking at people that have these viral videos? Now, here's the thing I don't understand about this, okay? James Charles has this brand that is supposedly coming out, right? So I've said on here that I don't really understand why he's not doing more makeup videos, because you would think that if he was going to come out with this brand, he would want to do more makeup videos, except that it would be a very smart move if James was trying to pull a different audience. He knows he's probably, with doing these kind of videos, not going to lose his major stands that he already has, right? He's not going to lose those people. They're going to keep on watching his videos anyway, or those that are just there for the makeup will probably skip these videos, but they won't unsubscribe. So he's going to keep them, right? So if he starts doing other content, A, because he's bored and he wants to try other things, which, hey, that's totally fine, right? Okay, right. Or because he's trying to pull a different audience and pull viral videos. Because if this was just like a video of like me and my friends in Lake Tahoe or something like that would totally make sense to me. But this almost seems, especially so many videos in a row that the Try Guys have done, it almost seems to me that he is really trying to pull from different audiences, okay? So let's just say that he does these videos, and over the course of doing these videos, he pulls 100,000 new subscribers just off of these kind of videos. People that maybe aren't as interested in the makeup stuff or find him because of the makeup, but like these kind of videos, right? Now let's say out of that 100,000, I'm just speculating, okay? Throwing out a number. Let's say if 40,000 people, or let's say if 40% of those people are people that are interested in makeup, and 20,000 of those people are people that would invest in influencer makeup, okay? If James Charles comes out with a palette, let's just say for $48 or whatever, okay, times a new pull of people that you've gotten off these new videos, so let's say 20,000 people, I think that's fair, that's $960,000 that James Charles' new brand will gain from pulling a new percentage off of this. Now, I know a lot of people are like, okay, that is such a reach, right? But you have to think about this and go back to the video that James Charles did with Tati, where he was talking and breaking down why it makes sense for companies to invest their money in influencers rather than in doing a huge commercial. James Charles thinks this way, okay? And quite frankly, James Charles is brilliant when it comes to these kinds of things. Do I believe that James Charles is sitting around and he is thinking, how can I gain a new audience so that when my brand comes out, I'll have a certain amount of people that are that are new, that are watching this. How do I continue to up that number and up that number? Absolutely, I do. I think it's why he hung out with TikTokers. I think that when you look at the people that he's really closest friends with, yes, the Charlie D'Amelio's and all that kind of stuff, but it's really Drew, okay? And now he's hanging out with like Got Mick from RuPaul's Drag Race. I mean, and do I think that they're really good friends? Yeah, I think that they really are. And I like Got Mick from RuPaul's Drag Race. But you know, I think that when you look at James, other than his friend Drew that he's been friends with for a long time, a lot of the people that he's around are people that are kind of big in that area too. He's got his hand in all kinds of things. It's very smart. I don't even know that you can call it clout chasing because he's at the top of all of this. So it's kind of like, I'll help you if you help me kind of thing. But like, you have to remember that all those people that keep on coming over to James are going to be people that are going to invest in his brand when his brand comes out. It's very, very smart. Like, he knows what he's doing. So that'll be interesting to me to see if that's why he's pulling all of this. But he continues to do these videos. So I don't know, James, if you'd like me to go over to the Try Guys channel and tell you a video I'd like you to see, I'd like to see you do, I'm more than willing to give you a suggestion. Maybe y'all should do that in the comment section. Maybe we should all put a Try Guys video that we'd like to see James Charles do. Then he can just go into the comments. He don't watch my videos. See the videos that, you know, he wants to try next. But anyway, so that's about that. Now, I will tell you that there was also a Reddit thread that I was checking out that was talking about this tweet that James Charles put out. James Charles put this tweet out, and he said, Texas sisters, which city is the most urban, fun, and similar to LA? Asking for a friend. And so people voted on this. Houston won at 33%, then Austin, then Dallas, then El Paso. Those were the 4 choices that he had. I guess San Antonio didn't get a pick in there whatsoever. But anyway, we're the old Rose Room where Erica Andrews performed in San Antonio, Texas. So anyway, you know, people were speculating on here that he was going to move to Texas. And I was like, that's interesting. Like, I didn't even think about that. Maybe. I just thought he was saying like, hey, I'm going to go to Texas and hang out for a weekend. Where should I go? I didn't think that he was thinking about moving. But when you go underneath here, people are really talking about how he's going to move there. A lot of people are suggesting that James Charles may be like these other influencers like Logan Paul and Jake Paul, Jeffree Star, supposedly. All these people that are allegedly moving to states that have lower tax brackets. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, okay? But I do think that we live kind of in a day today on YouTube where you don't have to be in California to be successful on YouTube. And I think for a long time, there was kind of like that idea that if you were ever going to be famous, you were ever going to collab with somebody, you were ever going to really make it on YouTube, you had to be in LA. And I just think that's not the case anymore. There's a lot of people that are very, very successful on YouTube that are not in LA. And I think they've proved that, you know, and we've seen a lot of these people move away from LA. I actually found this article, hold on a second. The article is on movieweb.com. YouTube star Logan Paul announces he's moving to Puerto Rico and receives immediate backlash. And it goes in here and talks about Logan Paul shocked his followers earlier this week when he announced that he is moving to Puerto Rico. While his YouTube followers were certainly surprised to hear the news, residents of Puerto Rico are not happy about his latest decision. Paul's brother Jake recently announced that he is leaving Southern California for Florida due to tax concerns, which is also why Logan Paul is moving. The two YouTube influencers who were just revealed to be the most disliked influencers of all time in a new poll think that their tax situations will be better when they leave California. So it's interesting, you know, it's like, and I don't know if that's the reason why Jeffree Star moved to Wyoming and things like that. I mean, there have been a lot of allegations of why Jeffree Star could have moved to Wyoming. But, you know, it is interesting that he showed that he got a driver's license there. And I think that was Jeffree Star's way of saying, this is my permanent residence now. There are not, I looked this up a while ago, there aren't many states that you can have two driver's licenses in, and I do not believe that California and Wyoming are two of those states. So he would have to pick a permanent residency, which means he's picking Wyoming as his permanent residency. I think I actually even shared that in a video already. So it is very, very interesting to see that all these people are moving away. These people that are making huge sums of money on YouTube and through sponsorships and on brand deals and things like that. So it's interesting that they're all now wanting to like get out of California and move. I don't know. It's like, I guess it's a personal choice. This is a business choice. And if, you know, I don't know. Well, let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. All right. Then I want to talk about Patrick Starr and this apology that he came out with. I will say it would be interesting if James Charles moved right after he just bought a new house. So anyway, okay, let's talk about this Patrick Starr situation now that came up on the Reddit. So let me pull it up for you. It's a Reddit thing. Oh, before I get into that, I do want to read this thing that, speaking of statements, did you guys see what Dolly Parton put up? This is so fantastic. So they were going to erect a statue for Dolly Parton in Tennessee, and Dolly Parton came out and she posted this statement, which I think is so fantastic. Let me read it to you if you haven't heard this already, because I'm a huge fan of Dolly Parton. She said, "I want to thank the Tennessee legislature for their consideration of a bill to erect a statue of me on the Capitol grounds. I am honored and humbled by their intention, but I have asked the leaders of the state legislature to remove the bill from any and all consideration. Given all that is going on in the world, I don't think putting me on a pedestal is appropriate at this time. I hope, though, that somewhere down the road, several years from now, or perhaps after I'm gone, if you still feel I deserve it, then I'm certain I will stand proud in our great state capitol as a grateful Tennessean. In the meantime, I'll continue to try to do good work to make this great state proud. Dolly." I love that so much. I mean, that is literally the epitome of humility. Let's then try to see if we can find some humility in Patrick Starr's apology. So I saw this over on the Reddit thread, and the thread says, Patrick Starr apologizes for posting less, but not for partying. So he posted this, I think, on his Instagram. "I'm sorry I haven't been posting as much as I should. I wish I had more time to be like the old Patrick Starr you met. Times are different now, and I have a brand that has my commitment. I hope my journey can inspire anyone to go after their dreams and start a business with their passions. I'm so mad and upset at myself, but I'm glad that I realized it today, and hopefully I can make changes to accommodate YouTube and you. Thank you for being with me on this new part of my life of my brand, One Size. This brand means so much to me. Be right back. I'm going to cry and eat my dim sum, he said. So, you know, it's interesting to me, and before I read the comments from there, I'm just going to say a couple things. This whole influencer world of I'm going to have a brand, but I'm not going to continue to make videos on YouTube. It's very interesting to me because I have to believe that if they're not posting on Instagram, if they're not causing drama up, which it is interesting to me that Patrick Starr has gotten himself in a bit of drama at the exact same time that he's not posting videos. So it's like, is this to drive attention to you and to your brand because you're not posting videos? I just personally think that, I mean, it's not like he has 100 items out on his brand. Is it really that hard for you to post a video or two every week? I mean, is it, you know, most of these people all have editors that they send their videos out to. God forbid if they ever had to post their own videos again. I don't know how they would ever possibly do it. You know, but it's like they all have editors. They all have people that do this stuff for them. They literally, most of them just sit in front of a videographer and the person says go, and then they film for however long, and then they walk away. I just don't really understand how that's that difficult. I really don't understand that when literally that is the foundation of your bread and butter, okay? You want your fans and your subscribers to financially invest in what you're doing, but you can't even film videos to keep it up. I mean, this is the same criticism that Jaclyn Hill has had for the last 2 years, you know? And for a very long time, people were saying that she doesn't film videos unless she's getting ready to post a thing, you know? And it's interesting to me because now Jeffree Star is in the exact same situation. Jeffree Star literally does not post videos unless he has a new launch coming out. And nobody holds Jeffree Star to that same accountability, you know? And that's very interesting to me. But, you know, I think these influencers get to a point where I don't know if I think that they think they're better than that, but it's almost kind of like YouTube is secondary to my having to do these things. Well, don't ever forget that if you lose your public favor with people, or if you lose your fandom, or if you lose your following on YouTube or social media or Instagram or wherever, you're not going to have people that are buying your products, okay? I mean, the majority of people aren't that, like, bent out of shape to, like, go run into Sephora and buy Patrick Starr's products, that they're going to be doing that or going to his website if they're not seeing videos. And I think, like, apologize all you want, but you're the one that's hurting yourself in the long run because it's affecting you. Like, it's affecting your brand, right? And I think, like, this almost comes across kind of like a little bit like, you know, like, hey, I'm sorry that I didn't post, I'm not posting videos as much, but when you get to a point where you can follow your dreams and whatever, you won't be so hard on me. And I'm kind of like, do you? Like, seriously? You know, like, if you don't want to post videos, don't post videos. And when your bank statement is showing that you're not selling as much because you're not posting videos, don't cry a river to the universe. I'm just saying, okay? Like, that's part of what goes along with being an influencer. This is a whole new world that we have on YouTube of people becoming influencers, getting a certain following, then selling based on their following, and then saying, I don't want to do what I did anymore. Well, okay, don't. You know what I mean? Like, fine, but people aren't going to buy your products. I'm just saying, okay? I haven't heard that your products are that fine to begin with. So, you know, I mean, it's not like people are going to be busting out there to get their products, but let's hear what people had to say. Somebody underneath here said, I'm just reading the comments, okay? He is so fake, I can't stand him. Also, his brand is not interesting in the slightest. Someone said, always fully stocked at Sephora. Someone goes on and on and on. Amazing how he seemed like one of the nicest beauty gurus on YouTube, and now he's clearly not. His content was never my style, so I never watched much of it. And that goes on and on and on. Talked about being disappointed in him. Okay, someone's saying that they saw him at a bar in Los Angeles. I'm not going to read that because it's just speculation, but somebody's saying that they did not have a good interaction with him in a bar in Los Angeles after they complimented him. They had no idea who he was, and he was rude, apparently. You can go over here and read it on the Reddit thread. Someone said, girl, you have missed the memo about why people are pissed at you. Someone said, I don't think a single person is mad at him for not posting enough. LOL. Did he make this up in his head? Someone said, the way Patrick puts on a calm voice for his audience reminds me of how Shane would put on a don't feel pressure to buy my merch voice. Same vibes. It goes on. Someone said, in the manipulative kind of self-insult that's meant for people to comfort him. Okay. I mean, you could read this comment that way. Someone said, times are different now. I'm just having fun. Oh, they just fixed it grammatically. Someone said, was there really any old Patrick if he's shown his true colors through and through? I'm so tired of influencers getting sappy. Well, okay, it goes on and on. People are criticizing him for A lot of stuff that's going on recently. Okay, so his brand isn't, wait, okay, so his brand really isn't selling. Go figure. Someone said, LOL, yikes. Someone said, wah, 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 my engagement is down, so I need to pretend to care about my fans and sell overpriced products that nobody likes. It goes on and on and on. Very interesting. So anyway, let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. I may be filming a second drama video today. Would you want to see that? Let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you then. Bye.